Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I'm doing a video where I'm taking 10 complaints about the Transformers movies that are dumb. Okay, so one of the complaints, well, no, I'm not saying these movies are perfect. There are flaws. I'm just saying that these complaints, I don't think, are legitimate complaints that make the movies bad, or are even true. Yes, there are complaints about these movies that are true and are good complaints. I'm just saying that I don't agree with these 10 and why. Too many explosions. How is that a problem with the movie? They're good-looking they're cool-looking things that happen. They're explosions that look cool, and that somehow makes the movie bad that they use a lot of explosions. Yeah. So that complaint doesn't make these movies bad. And I don't even think it's true. Yes, there are a lot of explosions. But there are explosions all the time in Marvel, Star Wars, all kinds of franchises. And they don't get told that there are too many. So why is it that way for Transformers? Exactly. So yeah, I don't agree with too many explosions. Excessive patriotism. This one is that there's always an American flag in every shot or something like that. So what you're saying is you're complaining that Michael Bay is showing he loves his country. Think about that for a second. That makes his movie bad that he's showing he likes his country. Also, the military is a major part of all the movies. So yeah, there are going to be American soldiers and American flags. That doesn't make the movies bad that there are American flags in the background of an image. Too much product placement. This is a franchise about robots that turn into other machines. Of course there's going to be product placement. There's product placement in everything, except maybe Star Wars. Yeah, there isn't, but yeah, there's product placement in everything, all right? And yes, there's a lot of product placement in these, but they're not literally pausing the movie and saying, hey, buy this, it's really cheap. So I don't think it's too much product placement. They're about robots that turn into other machines. Yes, it's a great way to product place, to advertise Camaro for Bumblebee. It was a great way to product placement. And I don't think that one's excessive or anything. That one is subtle. There aren't even any that are excessive, like the Mountain Dew thing. People say that one is. The Allspark turns machines into, Transformers. So is it weird that they chose Mountain Dew? It's going to be a product placement thing anyway, even if so what's it matter? Anyway, yeah, too much product placement. That is not a complaint. And everything has product placement. Yep. Okay, up next I have childish humor. Hang on, sorry, there's something going on with the lighting on this video. Okay, so these movies are throwing in humor for kids and all ages to enjoy. And that makes them bad, that they throw in humor for kids to enjoy and parents to enjoy? No. Like when, in that image there, when Simmons says, I am directly below the enemy scrotum because it looks like balls. He made a joke like that for kids and adults that are watching the movie. Yeah, so when they throw in some humor, you're complaining, all right? All of Marvel has humor that's based for kids and adults. Most franchises do that, where they have humor for all ages in the movies. So yeah, I don't think that's a problem with these movies. They're not that bad, all right? I like Love and Thunder, Thor Love and Thunder, but that one did it too much. These movies don't do it that much. Up next, racist robots. So apparently them having a Transformer that's based off a samurai is racist. Also the fact that his face is gold. They say it's yellow, but it's gold, all right? And at least they have someone that's voicing him that is actually from that culture, all right? Or I don't know, but anyway, they aren't. Is Drift mocking them? No, he's not. He's just based off a samurai, and he's always been based off a samurai. But they don't complain about that. And then Skids and Mudflap were considered racist because of the way they talked. They're meant to be comedic relief. They are not being racist. They're just talking like super fast. And apparently that sounded like a black guy on drugs is what people would say. But they're just talking fast because they're meant to be morons that are comedic relief in these movies. If you take offense to that, I can understand that, but they're not meant to be racist in this. Some humans are for jokes, yes, but the robots are not. Okay, here's one that I heard that was dumb. Optimus has a mouth. Because in the original, Optimus did not have a mouth. But then everyone else has mouths, and they're going to make it so that Optimus doesn't. That's just dumb. And then for the most part, he wears that mask in all the action scenes and most of the time. So what's the problem? His mouth's covered most of the time. It's not like the bat nipples in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. That was a terrible thing. This is not that bad. They just gave a character a mouth. And most of the time, it's covered. Annoying comedic relief characters. So, what you're complaining about is that there are some characters with a few scenes that are funny. Like, apparently, I forget his name, but he was considered annoying. He was funny. Ken Jeong is a funny actor. So yeah, most of these characters are not annoying. They're barely in the movies too. They're just comedic relief characters. It's not like Cars 2 when they made the whole movie about Mater, which I still kind of like Cars 2. So yeah, I don't really agree with the annoying part. Hard to follow the action. This one means that people would complain about how it's hard to tell who's an Autobot and who's a Decepticon. Really. It's not like they have symbols or anything. Or that the Autobots have blue eyes and Decepticons have red eyes. Also, just look at that face. Does that look like a good guy? No. And for the most part, the Autobots are colorful. Like Bumblebee's yellow and black, and Optimus is red and blue, and Ratchet is green and red. There are some that can be hard to tell, like Sideswipe, he's gray, and yeah, so some Autobots are not colorful, and I can understand that if you can't see the symbol. But for the most part, excluding a few Autobots maybe, they're all easy to tell when one's an Autobot and when one's a Decepticon. Okay, repeating the same plot. In the first movie, Megatron wants the Allspark so he can make an army so he can take over Earth because his planet was taken over. Okay? The second movie, The Fallen wants the Matrix of Leadership so he can do something with the sun. Does that sound like the same plot? It's about them getting an artifact, yes, but is it the same artifact and is it the same person? No. Then you have Dark Side of the Moon, which is nowhere near that, where it's Sentinel is going to use the pillars to transport Cybertron to Earth. It's not even about them finding the pillars. They already have the pillars. That one's completely different. Age of Extinction, Megatron's going to use, well, Galvatron wants to use the seed to turn parts of Earth into, like, organic metal and all that, just to show the world that he's back. Okay, is that the same? No. The Last Night is yes, the same, where they're just going after an artifact because the villain wants it, but it's not even Megatron who wants it in that film. So, I don't think they're repeating the plot. They are about an artifact that the enemy wants, but does that mean it's the same plot? No. So up next, I have the dumbest complaint I've ever heard about these movies. The third act of Age of Extinction happens in China. How does that make the movie bad? So because a movie takes place in a certain place, it's bad? No. In Godzilla vs. King Kong, that one happens in Hong Kong, I believe in Hong Kong. Same location. Does that one get any crap about it being in there? No. This one does for no reason. The fact that it happens in Hong Kong makes it a bad movie all of a sudden. I mean, by that logic, if a movie takes place anywhere, it can be bad. So yeah, this is the worst complaint I've ever heard about these movies. That the third act of Age of Extinction happens in China. That makes the movie bad, is what people are saying? No. Anyway, I'm gonna get a lot of criticism in the comments. I'm just making this because I'm saying that these 10 complaints I don't think are real complaints. Now, no film is perfect, except maybe The Dark Knight. And yes, there are flaws with this, like, why does Sam not just use the Shard of the Allspark that they have in Revenge of the Fallen on Optimuss? Yeah, there are real complaints that are real about these movies that I agree with for the most part. But I don't think that these 10 are some of them. So anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. If you're going to be in my comments, try not to be so harsh, like with death threats. Anyway, see you in the next one.